am I the a-hole for breaking up with my girlfriend after her jealousy ruined our relationship? Hey Reddit, I'm here because I honestly don't know if I made the right call, and I could really use some perspective. My girlfriend, Jessica 27F, and I 29M had been dating for nearly 3 years, and I thought we were on the path towards something long-term. However, Jessica's jealousy started to creep into every aspect of our relationship and ultimately led to our breakup. Now I'm left wondering if I overreacted or if I made the right decision to end it. When Jessica and I first started dating, things were amazing. She was fun, smart, and I genuinely loved being around her. We'd go on trips, hang out with friends, and it just felt like we were on the same wavelength. There was so much chemistry between us. The first year was smooth sailing, and I thought I had found the one. However, it wasn't long before little comments and behaviors from Jessica started to become red flags. At first, it was small and seemingly harmless, a casual remark about me texting a female friend or a joke about how some girl at a party was looking at me too much. I brushed it off, thinking it was just a one-off thing. Everyone has moments of insecurity, right? I figured it was nothing serious, and I reassured her that she was the only one for me. I thought it would pass. But over time, Jessica's jealousy became more frequent and harder to ignore. She began questioning me every time I interacted with a woman, even if it was something innocent. I remember one day, I was chatting with an old friend from college on Facebook, just catching up about life and work. When Jessica saw the messages, she immediately became defensive and accused me of being too flirty. There was nothing in the messages that could be taken the wrong way, but Jessica wasn't having it. She kept saying, "Why are you talking to other women at all?" I tried to explain that this was just a friend and that I was allowed to have friendships outside of our relationship. Jessica wouldn't listen, and we had our first big argument about trust. After that, things only got worse. Jessica began to question my every move. If I was going out with friends, she'd ask if any girls were there. If I posted something on social media and a female friend liked it, she would make a passive-aggressive comment about it. I work in an office where I have female coworkers, and even something as simple as going to lunch with a colleague would trigger an interrogation from Jessica. She'd say things like, "Why do you need to go out with her? Can't you just eat at your desk?" Things came to a head a couple of months ago at my best friend Will's wedding. Will is like a brother to me, and I was his best man. Jessica and I went to the wedding together, and everything was fine at first. She was polite to everyone, and it seemed like we were going to have a great night. However, during the reception, I was chatting with Will's sister, Sophie, who I've known since childhood. Jessica saw us talking and immediately stormed over. She demanded to know why I was flirting with Sophie, and no matter how much I tried to calm her down, she wouldn't believe that it was just a friendly conversation. It was embarrassing for both me and Sophie, who had no idea what was happening. We left the wedding early after another huge argument in the car. Jessica kept accusing me of being inappropriate, while I felt like I was being suffocated by her jealousy. That night, I told her that her jealousy was ruining our relationship, and if she didn't trust me, we couldn't move forward. She apologized, saying she would work on it, but by that point, I wasn't sure if she really could. Over the next few weeks, nothing really changed. I started to feel like I couldn't breathe in the relationship. Every time I received a text or call, Jessica would want to know who it was. If I was even slightly friendly with a female acquaintance or colleague, she'd assume the worst. It got to the point where I stopped talking to some of my friends just to avoid the drama. The final straw came when Jessica accused me of cheating because I mentioned grabbing lunch with a couple of coworkers, one of whom was female. It wasn't a one-on-one lunch, but Jessica acted like it was a betrayal. She went through my phone without asking, checked all my messages, and said she couldn't believe I was lying to her about it. That was it for me. I realized that I couldn't be in a relationship where I was constantly under suspicion for things I hadn't even done. After that argument, I sat Jessica down and told her that we needed to break up. I explained that I couldn't handle the constant accusations, and it wasn't fair for either of us to be in a relationship where trust was non-existent. She cried, saying she didn't mean to push me away and that she was only acting out of love because she was afraid of losing me. I felt terrible, but I knew deep down that this was the right decision for my mental health and well-being. We ended things, and she moved out shortly after. Since then, I've been second-guessing myself. Did I make the right call by ending the relationship? I still care about Jessica, but the constant jealousy was taking a toll on me. Should I have tried harder to work through her insecurities, or was it fair to end things when I felt like I couldn't be myself anymore? So, Reddit, am I the a-hole for breaking up with Jessica because of her jealousy? Should I have been more patient, or did I do the right thing by walking away from a toxic situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, please.